How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to M.A.D Reactions. How are you doing? How you all? You all good? Lovely jubbly. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're having a good bank holiday Monday, should I say. Hope you're lazing about and doing nothing. Back to work tomorrow, yeah? Right, this is Silent Nightmare. Very good channel. If you haven't checked them out already, please do. Go to their channel, you know. Check them out and subscribe if you haven't already, because they're well worth it. Leave your notifications on. And, you know, you'll be in the loop to look at all and watch all the good stuff. And while you're at it, can you do the same for us if you haven't already? Thank you very much. Lovely jubbly. Right, 6 most disturbing camping encounters ever caught on camera. I haven't done one of these for a while. So I pulled this out of the list and I thought, let's have some of this together, yeah? Right, my loves, let's just crack straight into this, yeah? Strap your seatbelts on, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
This chilling video comes from Sydney, the solo traveler behind the YouTube channel Sydney State of Mind. Since April of last year, she's been exploring the US in her SUV, documenting her adventures, offering road trip tips, and sharing inspiring moments of freedom along the way. Her channel is typically a source of positivity and beauty, highlighting the joy of solo travel and the stunning places it takes her. But not every journey goes according to plan. In this particular video, things take a darker, more unsettling turn. While camping deep in the wilderness of southeast Missouri, something just didn't feel right. It's September 22nd, 2024. After a long day behind the wheel, Sydney finally pulls into the remote spot she had chosen to spend the night. The day had gone exactly as she hoped, peaceful, scenic, and full of adventure. But as she arrives at the campsite, something shifts. The air feels different. A subtle but unmistakable tension creeps in. Trusting her instincts, Sydney decides to change course.
So apparently there's spots like at the end of this road right here.
I'll just say quickly, you got to be so careful when you're going out camping, doing all this stuff on your own. God, brave, very brave, very brave.
It's supposed to be down this road.
Especially out in Australia, I suppose, you know, you've got all sorts of wild animals, haven't you? It's just...
This all just looks really spooky. Okay, so basically the issue is that I was supposed to turn down that road down there, and there's a giant tree in front of it, and it looks really creepy and unkept. It's supposed to storm. I'm basically in a hurricane. I'm in like hurricane weather right now.
She did say Australia, didn't she? It was Australia. No, not it. Was it? I'm fucking hearing things.
And I have a feeling that if I stay this far deep in the woods, a bunch of branches are gonna fall and block me when I want to leave tomorrow. So
yeah, don't be so off the beaten track,
I think
mate.
I might just camp at the fire tower.
Something about the area doesn't sit right with her. Putting her safety first, she heads back out in search of a new place to camp before night falls. With daylight slipping away, she keeps her spirits up, reminding herself that part of the journey is adjusting when plans don't work out. Eventually, she finds a new spot. It isn't perfect, but it'll do. Determined not to let the unease spoil her night, she settles in. But Sydney has no idea that the night is just beginning.
I made it back to the fire tower. Where's my spam, bruh?
Where's you got to be your spam?
Where's my bread?
You got to be spam.
I'm making spam. I've only had it one other time in my life. The only time I've had spam was on a ski weekend with people from my college, and this girl made spam.
Checking out behind her, the woods. Looking behind her. See what... Oh, that's just rough, isn't it? That is just rough. Yeah. The thing is as well, you know, when you're doing this and there's bears there, them bears have got some mad sense of smell, haven't they? So they're coming. They're coming. Yogi's coming.
Well, this is only a tad creepy.
I'd have that ready to jump
I
in
feel
the
like I'm
motor.
attracting all the bears.
Yeah, see, you need to hurry up, mate. Hurry.
I'm actually really
Hurry
scared
up.
of the whole bear thing right now. I don't know what I was thinking. This was so smelly.
Well, she certainly doesn't look like she's scared. Just standing at the back of her motor, cooking up some spam and eggs.
I should not have made dinner.
No, probably
A
not.
sudden,
Though.
chilling realization hits her. She's deep in bear country.
Shit.
The comforting scent of the food she had just cooked now feels like a risky lure. Every sound from the woods, every snap of a twig, echoes louder under the weight of fear. Sydney tries to stay calm, drawing on the safety knowledge she's learned over time. But the atmosphere around her grows heavier. Something feels off. It's not just nerves, it's instinct. Finally, she makes the decision to relocate into her SUV. It's not much, but it offers some peace of mind. At least the food scent is no longer right beside her sleeping area, and the solid metal of the vehicle gives her a sense of protection.
I actually am very freaked out. Putting my oven away, my stove away. This is just going to be dirty in my
I'd
car.
throw some of the food down the road a little bit.
I have this plate of food and I need to eat it, but I'm so scared. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat as much as I can, and I think I might move to a campsite like over there and just get up in the morning and leave early. I'm almost like about to shake. I'm so scared, but I need to eat. Oh my god.
What?
Thank you, Dad. Thank you so much. I don't think I've...
The way she just went on there, it was either there's a bear coming or shit, I forgot tomato sauce. Oh, yeah, tomato sauce. Yeah, tomato sauce. Brown sauce. Brown sauce or tomato sauce? What would you have? Let me know.
I've ever needed spotlights more than tonight.
It's all about the daddy sauce, you know that.
Okay, I'm checking to see if there's even a place to like pull in. You're probably like, wow, that made such a difference in where you're camping before. Well, I don't know. I'm just spooked. I'm spooked. So, moving my campsite, even if it is like just 50 yards, 30 yards, whatever, makes me feel a bit better.
Still, the anxiety lingers. Every rustle outside keeps her on edge. The fear of a bear encounter is impossible to shake.
Wouldn't she, right? What I'm thinking is, where she's just cooked that food in the back of her car, yeah? It's like a big, like, smelly tube of spam and eggs, isn't it? You know, that the inside of the car. And she's just dragging that around with her, driving from one place to another. She should have left the food. Oh, bloody
But
bear
eventually,
expert.
exhaustion takes over.
Never seen one in my
Cocooned
life.
in the relative safety of her car, Sydney falls
Ah,
asleep.
shit. Sorry, people.
And when morning breaks,
getting
she
carried
wakes
away there.
up unharmed, but not unchanged. So was Sydney just being paranoid? Or was she wisely listening to that inner voice? The very instinct that might have kept her safe. One thing's for sure. When you're alone in the wild, trusting your gut is never the wrong decision.
No, you're right. Definitely.
In 2021, an anonymous TikTok account uploaded a short video that, at first glance, seemed harmless. Just a simple view of a quiet house. But if you listen carefully, the audio reveals something far more disturbing.
What the hell was that? I have seen a nature documentary ages ago. I can't remember what animal it was that was making noises like that. It sounded like a baby. Honest to God, it sounded like a baby screaming. I can't remember what it was. If you know, let me know, innit? Leave a comment. If you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment.
Faint, eerie screams echo from the woods nearby, barely audible at first, but unmistakably real. The person behind the camera begins to investigate, moving slowly toward the main road.
Don't know about
With
that.
every step, the cries grow louder, more chilling, more desperate. Compelled by curiosity or something else entirely, the person gathers the nerve to follow the haunting sounds
That's
deeper into the
bonkers
forest.
to do that, man.
But the deeper he goes, the more unsettling the atmosphere becomes. Then, just beyond the trees, he sees them. Eyes, glowing in the darkness, motionless, yet locked onto him with terrifying focus. They shine like burning embers, staring straight into his soul,
That's someone
watching,
walking.
waiting.
That
The
was
video
someone
cuts
walking.
out abruptly. Silence follows, and so do the questions.
That was it. You see that?
What was hiding in those woods? Silence followed, watching, waiting. The video cuts out abruptly. Silence follows, watching, waiting. They shine like burning embers,
you can see the
staring
trainers
straight
walking.
into his soul.
That's a person, isn't it? You saw that as well as I did, yeah? Or is that it?
Watching, waiting. The video cuts out abruptly. Silence follows, and so do the questions. What was hiding in those woods? What caused those horrifying screams?
No, it was wearing socks that Michael Jackson used to wear, you know, the white sparkly socks. Dun 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 dun. You know, that one.
And most importantly, did the person behind the camera ever make it out? We may never know the answers. The mystery remains.
Cool.
A man was out kayak fishing on a quiet river near New Braunfels, Texas. Everything was going smoothly until he drifted under a bridge. That's when he heard something chilling. Out of nowhere, disturbing screams echoed from beneath the bridge. He pulled out his phone and started recording, and this is the footage he captured.
What the hell is that noise?
I don't want to
Over
die.
there.
I don't
I
want
don't
to
know if the
die.
stream is working or not yet, but
That sounds like
I
something.
need to hear whatever the hell is happening over there. Hey, do y'all hear that screaming? Is that something I should be, like, worried about?
Get over there, man. Come on. You'd be like, wouldn't you? Come on, man. Sounds like someone being hurt.
I think my day is about to be ruined.
Come on, John. You might be a hero, mate. Come on. That's like someone in pain, mate. Well, by the time you get there, the kid would have done what he's going to do, and they would have had the funeral, and he would have done his sentence by then. There's someone crying. Get in the tunnel, bruv. Get in the tunnel. Quick. That sounds like a kid,
Are you
mate.
okay?
Please move a bit faster.
Well, I didn't hear any any screams for help back.
Don't tell me you're going to get back in your boat and carry on. Surely not. Surely not, mate. Come on.
Strangely, the moment he called out to ask if everything was okay, the screaming stopped. Completely. Concerned and unsure of what he had just witnessed, he immediately contacted emergency services to report what he heard.
Thank God
When
for
authorities arrived, they only found signs that someone, possibly homeless, had been living under the bridge.
Is anyone up here?
But there was no one there. No trace of the person who had screamed. Nothing. This raises a lot of unsettling questions. Was someone in danger?
What about in the tunnel?
Could it have been an attempted abduction? The timing of the scream stopping, right after the man yelled, makes you wonder if someone had been silenced.
I mean, not being no disrespect to nobody, but I mean, it could have been, you know. Was it me or was it that it was just he took ages to get there, didn't he?
Could the
I'd have
attacker
been,
have covered the victim's mouth,
gone,
then
judo
used the brief
chop,
window while the man was
chop,
calling
you know.
for help to escape with them? Let's hope that's not what happened.
That was.
This
eerie,
video comes from the
eerie,
YouTube
horrible.
channel Strange Days Diaries, which follows Aza, a solo female van lifer documenting her everyday experiences, living full-time in a cozy 1990s Chevy Astro van.
These women that do this stuff on their own, I tell you what, I take my bloody hat off to them, honest to God, because that is hardcore. You know, with the way the world is, you know, you got to be careful and all that, you know. But fair play to these ladies that do it on their own, mate. Seriously, thumbs up, massive thumbs up, massive
Spec.
respect.
But in this episode, what began as a peaceful and productive solo day quickly turned unsettling. After topping off her gas and grabbing a few essentials, Aza set off for one of her favorite camping spots, a quiet oceanside overlook along the California coast she'd used many times without issue. Her plan was simple: cook a hearty breakfast, relax in the sun, and take a walk to enjoy her one full day off that week. But something didn't feel right.
Alright, just made it. I love this place so much, but I like to keep it real on this channel, and I don't know what just happened, but basically, I just pulled into this spot. I love it, and as I pull up to this spot, I pass by a McDonald's. It's like, I don't know, a mile away from this spot is a McDonald's, or like 2 miles. As I'm driving by the McDonald's, I like made eye contact with somebody who was pulling out of the McDonald's. I didn't mean to, but I guess I did. And I saw him just like make eye contact with me and zoom behind me and follow me. And he followed me all the way up here. And this spot, there's like it's like hard to describe. Maybe I can, oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Okay, so over there, it's like a dead end kind of thing, like with a gate, and that's where I go up there and I turn around there so that I can park here. That's what I do every single time, and nobody else does that. And I do that, and he even follows me up there and around, and right now I parked, and I saw him pull up to spec, and then he just was staring at me, and I wasn't making eye contact, and then he just zoomed off. So I don't know what that was all about. It's obviously super creepy, and I hated every second of it, but whatever, he's gone, and maybe he knew me. I don't know, it's just so weird and creepy, but anyways.
Earlier that morning, she had noticed a man in a blue car parked near a fast food drive-thru. She didn't think much of it until she spotted the same car following her along the winding road to her destination. When she pulled into her usual turnout, so did he. As a seasoned solo traveler, Aza is cautious and intuitive.
Yeah, damn right.
While the man never got out or tried to speak to her, his presence was unsettling.
Noticed as I'm cooking is the creepy guy in the blue car is back. So that sucks. I hope that it's nothing and that I'm just being really sensitive, but I feel like it's something.
Oh.
But this is the reality sometimes for me. And just people on the road, you're a lot more vulnerable. I guess, I don't know how else to put it, but it's got a bad vibe, man. And I was so looking forward to spending my day out here. And I think I still will. Like, I'm not going to let this totally affect me, but I'm just going to have to keep my wits about me, I think.
He parked in a spot with a clear view of her van and lingered there far too long. Eventually, he left, and Ozza tried to return to her routine. She cracked the windows, cooked breakfast, tidied up, and tried to enjoy the quiet. But then he came back.
Fling through my bag of stickers, I noticed the guy in the blue car who I've been talking about this whole time get out and just stare at me. He walked around the car and all of that, and it totally unnerved me. And then before I know it, I see him just drive off.
So I just watched that guy who I've been talking about this whole time in the blue car. I swear to God, he's been just sitting in... It turns out it was just one guy, not two guys. But like the whole time that I was making breakfast, doing my nails, all of that, I was like checking and just monitoring him and seeing what he was doing. And he never got out once. He always sat in the car and he always had his hand up. I swear to God, he had like, he was filming me or something. I'm not sure. It was so weird. I don't know. Who freaking knows? And I kept telling myself like, it's probably nothing. It's probably nothing. But again, the gut feeling. And anyways, the entire time I'm making breakfast, chilling in the van, he was in his car. And then right now, when I got out and went to the back to get my stickers, I came back and I've been sitting in the cab for like a couple minutes. And right after I filmed that clip of me saying like what I'm gonna do with the stickers and all of that, I shut my camera off and I looked up and I saw him like open his door, and he had been in the passenger seat, which I had seen already. That's why I thought there were two people, because I noticed somebody in the passenger seat like an hour ago.
The same blue car returned and parked in nearly the exact same position.
See what I mean? Gotta be so careful, man. So careful, because there's just some proper... I mean, the guy might not be doing anything. Well, I'm not doing anything wrong, but it makes you feel like it, doesn't it? You know?
This time, Ozza watched more carefully. He didn't look lost. He wasn't on the phone or signaling anyone. He just sat there, occasionally looking her way, holding something up, maybe a phone, aimed in her direction. The moments dragged on. The quiet place she'd come to for peace now felt exposed. Despite it being her only full day off, she trusted her instincts and decided to move on.
Yeah,
the rest of her vlog returns to its usual calm, journaling, drawing, and crafting a handmade envelope for a friend. But the tension from earlier lingers, a quiet reminder that when you live alone on the road, it's not always the loud moments that unnerve you. Sometimes it's the silence, the not knowing. What do you make of this strange encounter? Let her know in the comments.
Crazy,
this
man.
eerie footage comes from the YouTube channel Work Less, Enjoy Life More. What started as a simple winter overlanding trip in the remote backcountry of Moab, Utah,
I have some of that.
quickly turned into something far more unsettling. Larry, along with his friends Vic and Jeremy, set off in their custom-built rigs, expecting a few peaceful days of fishing, relaxing, and camping beneath the stars. They had no idea that by the end of the trip, Larry would record what he now calls the most disturbing thing he's ever witnessed in the wilderness.
So we had plans to make a dinner tonight, but one of Vic's friends is also camping with us. He left earlier to go into town, so he's picking us up some sort of chicken sandwich from a brewery, from Moab Brewery, right? Yeah, so looking forward to that. So I guess we're not going to be cooking dinner tonight, but that's all right. Should be worth it.
We've been sitting out here, we've been wanting to make a real fire, but it's just, the winds have just been so strong all night, nonstop. I don't know what they are, 30-mile-an-hour winds or something. You can see the full moon back there. That's nice. But, yeah, we've just been sitting around a little ammo can fire pit tonight, and,
Dude, this freaking chair. I was just trying to, like, shine this like a fountain.
As night fell, the wind picked up sharply. Gusts reached nearly 30 miles per hour, and the temperature dropped fast. Then the sky began to change. It started subtly, just one light, high above the canyon walls, then another, and a third, suspended in the air with no sound, no flicker, and no clear source. The lights defied explanation. They weren't arranged in any pattern typical of aircraft. Instead, they began to rotate, forming a precise triangular shape that appeared and disappeared without warning.
My apologies if you can't see. You can't really see that well on mine.
The lights came and went for nearly an hour, always returning to the same patch of sky. At one point, the triangle they formed was so exact, it mirrored the classic descriptions of TR-3B type aircraft, objects often linked to secret government projects or unexplained aerial phenomena. It was quiet, surreal, and beyond anything he had experienced before. He'd seen satellites and planes plenty of times, but this was different. When morning came, he reviewed his footage and confirmed the lights had remained visible well past midnight. The group silently agreed it was time to pack up and head to a lower elevation. Officially, they blamed the weather, but deep down, they knew it wasn't just the wind they were trying to escape. This video was uploaded by the YouTubers Journeyman's Paranormal Investigations. Features one of the eeriest solo explorations ever documented in England's infamous Daring Woods.
Cool.
More commonly referred to as the Screaming Woods.
Yeah, man.
Known for its chilling history of ghost sightings and unexplained deaths, this forest already carried a sinister reputation. But what unfolded during this investigation took things to an entirely new level.
We do a visit to the most haunted woods in England, named Daring Woods. We're about 1.5 miles away from Pluckley, and obviously I would imagine most people have heard of Pluckley, which is...
If you check this out, this is where we're all going. M.A.D. PI. That's where we're going this year. Pluckley Woods. I'm going to be camping. I'm staying there. I'm going to be staying there. And Roo, hopefully you'll come in to join us, mate. We'll just, we'll let you know in good time, you know. But that is going to be an experience,
village
mate.
in the UK. But in any case, there's been many deaths here over the years. A lot of sightings of shadow figures and strange sounds emanating from the woods themselves. So I hope you enjoy today's explore. Please leave me a like or a comment if you would, and I'll speak to you again soon.
The investigator entered the woods around
crossed.
2 a.m., equipped with basic ghost hunting tools. The goal was straightforward: venture deep into the forest, call out to any spirits, and see if anything would answer. But almost immediately a sense of unease took hold.
I tell ya,
Before he could even unpack his gear, footsteps were heard nearby.
this place is bloody electric. Electric. Not many people like to go there because it is really... And apparently the little village of Pluckley as well. It's just one seriously haunted little area.
Please come forward to me
Well, I
if you
wouldn't say
would.
little, but...
Show me yourself. Can you approach the box in my hand? Please come forward if you would. Come and show me your presence. Certainly a freaky place. Movement over there. Who's there, please?
Without warning, the EMF meter in his pocket started going off, signaling fluctuations in electromagnetic energy, often linked to paranormal presence. Pushing deeper into the woods, he activated a spirit box and a ghost communication app, and what came through was disturbing.
If we have a look down this pathway, because this is the area where I heard the footsteps. So let's take a little walk down here and just see if anyone wants to come forward and maybe show themselves to us or talk to us in some way. Certainly even with the rain, I can hear the rain on the canopy of the trees.
While scanning the area with his night vision camera, he captured something chilling. A dark figure standing still among the trees.
Bloody hell.
This wasn't a smudge or visual illusion. It was a solid, clear shadow figure. And just as the camera moved, it disappeared.
And without a doubt, I know there's been at least 30 deaths in these woods. I'll put a picture up. Significant. The deaths were very significant. As I was saying, I'll put a picture up in this video just to show you the local newspaper at the time and the 20 dead bodies that were all found as a group.
Hence why we want to go here. It looks good. It looks really good.
I don't think they ever really knew what actually killed them all. unless it was hidden up with nothing happening. Please come, I'm sure there was a shadow figure down there then. Please let me know if you see anything. I'll have a look during editing. There seems to be something there. There's a person there. Is it my eyes? Can you see it? Who are you? Who are you, please? Can you see that?
Yeah, you can see, I can
It's
see it
gone.
better on that screen.
What the hell was that?
That moment confirmed his growing fear. He wasn't alone. The figure would later reappear, distant but unmistakable. As the spirit box continued its chaotic chatter, it began to say names like Amelia and describe images such as a dress, painting the picture of a lost spirit tied to the land.
Fortunately, it's in my pocket. Because I've got my torch in one hand, the camcorder in the other. I've just got no availability to show it at the moment. Florence, can you hear
Florence.
that? Certainly some strange noises going on in these woods. Something there then. Not sure if you see that. That was a figure. Bear with me. I'm just going to zoom in a little. No. Cross.
Oi.
What cross, please? More footsteps. There we go, I've got to turn the light on. That was walking.
Suddenly, screams
Yeah.
rang out, at first faint, then louder, filled with anguish. The deeper he ventured, the more intense everything became. Shadows flickered in the corner of his eyes. The air was thick with strange noises. More names surfaced: Bobby, Robinson, possibly spirits from the
God.
past, echoing through time. The most terrifying moment came at a crossroads deep within the forest. Surrounded by pitch black and overwhelmed by silence, he realized just how truly isolated he was.
Did you just say Jesus? What the hell? It just said Jesus. Why are you saying Jesus? Why are you saying Jesus, please?
What's that? What was that?
Let's go and get the tongs. There's something down there and it's freaking me out. Okay. I've got the voice recorder out, so we're going to give that a little go.
Then came the whispers, soft, disembodied voices from the trees. The EMF meter suddenly spiked to extreme levels, nearly overloading. By the time he made it back to the main trail, he was drained, physically, mentally, and emotionally. But the real shock came later, during a review of the footage. The shadow figure he captured wasn't a trick of the light. It wasn't a glitch. It was real. Something...
Well, I'll tell you what, Pluckley Woods is definitely in the date book. Definitely. We've got to do it. And as I say, the village next to it as well, apparently that's... The stories I've heard of Pluckley, check it out, have a look for yourself. Pluckley in Kent. Brilliant. And hopefully, Ro, if you're available, mate, when we do this, you know what I mean, by all means, come and join us, buddy. So, what do you reckon anyway? That was Silent Nightmare. Pretty good. As I say, go to their channel if you can, and if you like their stuff. Subscribe and do the thing, leave your notifications on. Oi. And while you're at it, if you haven't already subscribed to us, please do so, because it, you know, it really helps, you know. And we're building, we're getting there. So, you know, onwards and upwards, as they say. In the meantime, I'll have another one back ASAP, okay? I'll have another one out as soon as I can. And, yeah. Alright, so, all good. You enjoy the rest of your bank holiday, okay? And, take care of each other, alright? Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay scared, alright? I love you loads, people. Stay blessed, alright? Chat soon. See ya.